Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play of Stellaris. We are playing this time on the Niven 2.1.0 patch and the Distant Stars expansion, which will be out on Tuesday, the 22nd. Paradox has provided the expansion to me early so that I can show it off to you guys and you guys can get excited for it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I've already created our race. We're going to be playing as the Terrapin Conglomerate, Turtle Fellows. Of course, we're going to have our first leader as AuldDragon. We're Trade League, Oligarchic. Went for Corporate Dominion for one additional energy from trading hubs, and starts with the space trading technology already unlocked. We'll also get the private colony ship. Not sure if I'll use that. And mining guilds for mineral production plus 10%. We are egalitarian for faction influence gain plus 25%, consumer goods cost minus 10%, and fanatic materialists. Robot upkeep minus 20%, and research speed plus 10%. The Terrapins are slow breeders, sedentary, and solitary, but they are also venerable and natural engineers. We are starting on the world of Chelonus, an arid world. And of course we have the reptilian ships as our design. Slow but sturdy, the Terrapin peoples arose on a dry world in which material resources were highly concentrated in various areas, which led their peoples to develop a sophisticated trading network at an early era. With little interest in warfare, they quickly focused on industrial pursuits to make use of the mineral wealth of their world. As rather slow creatures, they focused heavily on transportation technology, mastering steam engines in flight in much shorter order than other civilizations. With the recent discovery of interstellar travel, they eagerly began looking to the stars for new technological discoveries. Alright, so I figured, since the Distant Stars expansion is very much all about the early game discovery and stuff like that, I kind of decided to go for an empire that kind of focuses on that as well. So, I've already reset to defaults. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, you can cycle through it now. Go with a huge galaxy size. Don't like elliptical. Let's go for... Never actually played on a ring. But I'm going to go with a 4-arm spiral. AI Empires, let's see, randomized 7 to 15, sure. Advanced Starts, no, I hate those. Fallen Empires, I will max that out. Marauder Empires, 3 is fine. Tech Tradition Cost, we'll leave that at 1.0. Habitable Worlds, let's bump this up to 2 times. Primitive Civilizations, I love Primitive Civilizations, so let's max that out. Crisis Strength, I don't know that I'll play until that point, but I'll put it to 1.0 one time. Mid-game start year, end-game start year, I'll leave that as is. I don't like the way that they have done difficulty. I like it when there's just easy, normal, and hard. I don't know exactly what normal is considered. But since Ensign is the default, I'm going to leave that there. I have no idea what scaling difficulty is. That's fine. AI aggressiveness is normal. And I will set Empire placement to random. Advanced neighbors are off. Hyperlane density, I'll leave that at 1.0. Abandoned gateways, I will put that at 2.5, and wormhole pairs, I'll put that at 2.5. What is the max on that? 5, okay. Alright. I like the abandoned gateways and wormholes, so let's go ahead and play. So, they have completely reworked anomalies in the game, so that's going to be exciting to look at. In the eons since the first primitive Terrapin communities took shape in the dry canyons and mesas of Chelonus, our civilization has spread and prospered. I have 2 stars. I just noticed that. In the early days, our people were governed by primitive feudal realms and inefficient nation-states. Gradually, as global trade increased, the myriad of corporations, consortiums, and guilds into which our merchants organized themselves grew increasingly wealthy and influential. After a period of conflict and rivalry, the most powerful of these entities banded together into a trade league with enough power over the economy to become the de facto world government. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Terrapin conglomerate have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Begin! Okay, so, we have 2 stars. We're in a binary star system. That's pretty cool. We've got some physics there. We've got some more minerals there. Some more energy there. And we start with some additional engineering research and minerals already being worked. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and get that mining station built. Oh, it's cheaper. Well, in that case, screw that. Let's go and grab that too. All right, what techs do we want to start? I think the fusion reactor is going to be good. Let's go for the biolab. And powered exoskeletons. Definitely want those. Okay, so another new change is that we can only see relatively few hyperlanes. We cannot see where they all are going, although we can see that there are some branching off there. Okay, that's actually kind of obvious. That looks like a good choke point. Here's a trinary system. That's cool. There's another binary system up here. Alright, well, let's see. Our science ship has resilient. Really? Not a fan of resilient. We do have a spark of genius, though. We can not recruit this meticulous person, but I definitely want to recruit them. I guess for now, experimental subspace navigation. Order the science ship to temporarily ignore the stable hyperlane network and directly navigate the swales of subspace to a destination. The science ship is considered missing in action for the duration of the journey. Fleet stance cannot be evasive. Okay, well, if I set you to that, requires speculative hyperlane breaching. Okay, so we'll need a tech for that. Alright, well, for now, let's start surveying our nearby systems. Let's do that, and let's do that. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause. Bump up speed a little bit. And let's take a look at our homeworld. Okay, we've got a good size on it. That's pretty nice. We are starting out with a society research building. And there's a lot of science on here. Wow. Already working on that. I want to see what... Okay, so private colony ships will cost 300 energy. I am going to want a science ship, but I think I'll wait until I have enough energy to get another... ooh, size 24 arid world right off the bat. That's pretty cool. So we don't have any anomalies yet. Okay. Just found one. Discovery of alien life. The ISS Implar has made a startling find on Kepler 2. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Chelonus. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Kepler 2 are sentient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out there. And something moves with near purpose down in Kepler 2. So, relative difficulty, routine, research time 120 days. So I am actually not going to research these just yet. It's based on the skill of your scientist. So why spend 120 days on that now that I know what it is? I don't really have a desire to figure it out. Holy cow, look at all the dangerous wildlife. And there's Titanic life, and there's the something moves with purpose. That's an upliftable species, so there's a lot going on down there. Okay. Also, let's go ahead and get a trading hub. The Terrapin conglomerate is abuzz with news of the alien life found by the ISS Implar. While hardly intelligent by Terrapin standards, the fascinating beings defy early classification and hint at the immense complexities and possibilities of the universe. Let's actually go ahead and start renaming some stuff. You will be Robin. Ooh, we found an abandoned gateway already. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Scorpio system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts. Part of a theoretical network of similar stations that, at some point, would have allowed for near-instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Intriguing.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, for now, you go ahead and just dock up. You will be, of course, the cave carrot. And it is going to be slow going to get our new guy here. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Chilonis. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. We get 20 influence, or we could get a whole bunch of other stuff when this is completed. Begins the Habitable Worlds Survey event chain. Definitely a commendable initiative. So I'm going to wait until I can afford a new scientist to, well, yeah, so next month, before I start renaming people. Let's see.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, so we have our trading hub now, getting 13 energy credits. That's nice. Let's go ahead and create our new science ship, and let's go ahead and hire our new meticulous scientist. The Throne of God. Oh. Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Chilonis broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists called themselves the Throne of God and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Chilonis. When their treachery was revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit on their ships and fled to Sarat. They must be stopped.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so military power of 3. I think they're basically going to be the same as mine? Maybe not. Alright, well we do need an admiral. So, let's see. We can get one who is eager. Well, no, actually, we can't afford one. Let's see. Are they just going to sit here? They appear to just be sitting there.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, you are... Let's set you to that. Let's go ahead and put you on board. This is going to be... Haley's Eel. And you get surveying over here. You will be doing something else. Alright, so I want to be able to afford an admiral before I go after this little fleet here. Because we'll get some experience out of it. Alright, almost there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to go for the eager one. Let's go attack.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Oh, nope. That was saying 3, but that is most definitely not 3. Let's slow it down a little bit. Okay, I've taken out one, but I'm going to lose one myself. Yep. Okay, but I should take out another one. Yeah, they have better fire rate, but I'm taking them out. Of course, losing a Corvette at this early point really does suck. Cultist ship disabled. Our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled a ship in the Cultist armada. It is mostly intact, and we are picking up faint life signs from inside its hull. Once we have eliminated all threats in the immediate vicinity, we should conduct a boarding operation to secure any survivors. They may be able to tell us more about the ultimate motives of the Throne of God. Let's see. Board cultist ship. Prepare the breaching charges. Issue special project. Board cultist ship. Okay. So you guys go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and reinforce and repair. Alright, we need a military ship in orbit, so there we go. We'll research that before we actually repair. Alright, that'll be a little bit. Hey, the Ute Empire. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Scorpio 2A. Our scientists think that they inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago, based on the age of the artifacts. The aliens called themselves the Ute and appear to have been very large and flat arthropoid analogs. It seems a single individual could reach a length of nearly 100 meters as an adult, and it was apparently exceedingly rare for more than 2 or 3 Ute to travel aboard the same starship. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
So that did not actually generate a new anomaly. Let's go ahead and set you to survey out this way. And let's take a look at what new potential leaders we have. 2 Sparks of Genius. I might send out this scientist then. Might be a good thing. Because I'd rather find new anomalies. Contact reports. Report remnants. The Terrapin conglomerate is abuzz with news of the alien remnants studied by the Cave Carrot. These leavings are considered definitive proof of intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but we are at least not the first to be so. Remarkable.
Construction project concluded.
Boarding action. Though the survivors offered stiff resistance, I mean, so stiff that it took us multiple months to take care of it, our boarding party was able to secure several prisoners from the disabled cultist starship. From them, we have learned that this conspiracy goes far deeper than we initially suspected. The agents of the Throne of God include several flag officers and high-ranking officials within our government. Mass arrests are being made on Chelonus, and all assets belonging to this cultist have been seized. However, several of the starships they built in secret remain unaccounted for, and the upper echelons of the cult's leadership have vanished. We have picked up faint trails leading to several outlying systems. We must pursue these terrorists. Okay, leader has gained a level. And here we can see that this one is level 3, challenging. So now there's no fail risk, but what happens is that the more difficult the anomaly is, the longer it will take to research. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. We will definitely leave B for now, though. Alright, so we're looking at more energy in this system. Let's go ahead and bump the speed back up. So these are good for energy. I would like to find something that has some minerals, though.
System survey concluded.
Okay, there is a little bit of minerals there. Hey, our first tradition is available, and there is a desert world there. Okay, so discovery, anomaly discovery chance increased by 20%. I think this is what we're going to go for first. Research alternatives by 1, leader experience gain 25%, gain unity equal to 3 months of production whenever new technology is researched. Survey speed increased by 35%, and science ship disengagement chance increased by 50%. Allows science ships to assist research. Okay. Let's go ahead and adopt this one. And we could make use of the other science here. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, 4 and 4 is not too bad.
Anomalous readings registered.
Okay, so this one is routine, which is level 2. I believe they go up to level 10 now. An abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly above this planet. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. We will be leaving that be for now, though.
Anomaly found.
More signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization. Now, this one is very hard, level 8. And 1,440 days. Yeah! Leave that be for now. I think we're good. When you're done, go explore over here, and then here. Actually, go up this way for now. Let's see where all that goes. So they've also changed the spawning for hyperlanes, so they create constellations, quote-unquote. So we're not really in... I feel like we're not really in a constellation. We're kind of at the edge of a constellation. But you can see that this is definitely a constellation. So there's, you know, this section here. There are no hyper lanes coming off of any of these. Or over here. But there is one off of here. So that connects up to something down here. But if you can go grab this, then you've, you know, locked in all of that. Well, that and that, you know, then all of this would be mine, kind of thing. So we'll definitely want to keep an eye on that. I do think that this probably looks like a pretty good place to start looking. We may also want to. I mean, we're definitely going to want to go check out over here as well. Also, go repair.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, and you go back. I do have enough that I could start expanding, but I do want to get someone looking at that. So let's go ahead and build another science ship. And we will recruit another leader. Let's go for you. And we didn't get any other things, but I may still want to grab that other spark of genius and put them in here. Because that's just, you know, 10% flat research, which is pretty nice. This gives us 15% research in that, so it's still pretty good, but... Let's see, Fleet Manager. Let's go ahead and bump that up, and we'll go ahead and make a few more. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. We'll leave it be for now. It is just routine. So 120 days. But one thing that I want to do is I kind of want to get the other scientist here. The first thing that we're going to do, you are level 2, and I'm going to go survey this, but then I'm going to start grabbing some of these lower level ones. And that's kind of, going to be their job for now. Since there's no fail risk, it doesn't matter really who researches something, as long as they've got the proper level and stuff.
Anomalous readings registered.
Okay, this is also routine. Oh, you know what? I bet it looks like these change based on your level, kind of thing. The names. So it has a number, but the relative difficulty. I didn't see that there. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Lurzuman the First. 1, practically begging for some archaeological work. I'll leave it be for now. So let's see, we got 3 and 3 there, 2 and 6. That's pretty good. I might want to push out this way. Class 12 asteroid orbits this moon. Small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. We will again leave B for now. Actually, what is the finisher effect here? 10% research speed. Not bad. Okay, well, I think that's where we'll call our first episode. When we come back next time, we will continue to explore our neighboring systems. So again, we can see that this kind of creates a constellation here. So I may want to push out to this, because that'll prevent anyone out here from moving in and taking that. I would still need to look out this way and see where I'd want to block, but if I then push out here, then I can, take that stuff at my leisure. But I think that getting out here and getting over here might be good. We have not surveyed that desert world yet. Okay, well, that will be when we come back. See you next time, everyone.